Make Thundering Raiju, give it to the Hydra just for a little extra pepper. A little extra pepper on top will do. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of the ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got modified artillery. So we've already made a deck with the modified hot springs, but this deck was so much fun that I wanted to make another one, and this deck is definitely tweaked, so it's not like the same exact deck or anything. But we got the Artillery Enthusiast, so it's just going to be, what do we have up our artillery? We got modified creatures you control have Menace, which is really awesome, but you're also going to be able to discard a card and then seek a card with the same mana value into your deck, and that is really cool. Shout out to feeling very attacked right now. They've made a comment in my comments, and a Shatterskull Smashing is going to count as 2. It can count as a land or the sorcery card, so if you need the land, you can use it for the backside, and if you need just a 2-drop, you can use Shatterskull Smashing and just ditch it away for one of these cards here. So I thought that was very cool, and so shout out to you. Good little suggestion there. I should have thought about that, but hey, you know, sometimes the community comes together and we make stuff happen. So Artillery Enthusiast is going to give everything Menace really cool. Kumano gives everything, well, not everything, just gives one creature a 1/1 counter, which is enough to give it modified status, which is great. Tenacious Pup is really awesome. I went ahead and cut out the Snakeskin Veil from the last video because it was definitely, it didn't really come up hardly ever. I didn't really need it. So Tenacious Pup, we got Rahilda. Tenacious Pup with the Rahilda is a classic combo that's been around forever. And I had Upriser Renegade. I didn't have it in my last video, so this is the new card that it's going to get +2/+0 for each other modified creature you control, which is really awesome. So this is going to get really big pretty fast here. I really like this card. Obviously we're running this alternate art, which is really cool. I don't even remember how I got it, by the way, but either way, this is going to get really big for all of our other modified creatures. We got Roaring Earth, which again is really cool. It's an enchantment. You're going to get 1/1 counter to each target creature you control. For every, it's like a landfall ability. It technically doesn't say landfall on the card, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. It's a Kamigawa card, so I suppose that is why that is. Shatterskull Smashing, we know what that is. Kodama of the West Tree. I was not running this in my last build, but I like this a lot. It's going to give you trample on all of your modified creatures, and especially if you get like a Upriser Renegade, it's just going to be really big. So I really like this. The ability to have trample is really cool. Now getting other lands is so good. It's just not, it's not nearly as good as giving everything trample, but because we are running 3 Den of the Bugbears and 2 Lair of the Hydras, we are going to need a lot of land to pop off with the Kumano of the West Tree, so it's not totally dead. We are kind of like curved out pretty early here, but we need Den of the Bugbear and Lair of the Hydra are going to be plenty to get some food for that. And again, you get trample with it, Roaring Earth, lots of stuff we can do. Invigorating Hot Spring, we know what this card does already. I had it in my last video. Very cool. Going to give everything haste, and then you're going to be able to move a 1/1 counter over to something. It doesn't seem that crazy, but it really is. It is pretty crazy. It can get you there. Thundering Raiju is probably the MVP of the whole deck, to be honest with you. It's got haste already. It's gonna deal damage. It makes modified creatures. It deals damage for other modified creatures. Like, it just does everything. It looks cool. It is cool. It deals damage. It is just the curve topper. Probably would be running 6 if I could, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Probably be running 10. Toski, this is the next card that I wanted to address. Obviously, this is the last card in the deck. Love Toski in this deck. This is going to be so crazy. Artillery Enthusiast gives everything Menace, so you are definitely going to be having Menace creatures. You're going to be having Trample creatures with the Tenacious Pup. You're going to be having so many different things. Trample with the Kodama of the West Tree. So Toski is going to be able, whenever something goes in, we're just going to be able to draw cards. And if we get out a Toski and you just start drawing cards against opponents, it's pretty much over. Like, there's no way they can get around this because Toski is doing damage. You got Menace, Trample, you got all these different things on the board. You're gonna be able to draw cards, so absolutely love Toski here. Here we got all these different land cards, pretty cool. But this is what we got. This is it is not only is it modified in the way that we are modifying our creatures, but this is a version 2 of the Hot Spring deck that I posted about 5 days ago. So this is modified in 2 different ways. Artillery. Let's see if we can use the artillery and vanquish some enemies. Rippo the Hippo, how we doing here? This is kind of unfortunate we don't have a green source for our 1-drop here, but I am not going to be mulliganing this away. That's just a little too greedy. We still go for Rahilda turn 2. I think we'll be okay. The Roaring Earth is actually pretty awkward too, because you can get into the Roaring Earth until turn 3. Ugh. This is like the most meaty. I think this is like the worst keepable hand that this deck can establish, but it's still keepable. For second crossroads, it's going to go black, so maybe we're probably going against some more black discard shenanigans. Can't blame. We do get our Lair of the Hydra. Ooh, that is a saver. That is a saver. We're going to go for Tenacious Pup now. Oh, going into Tenacious Pup turn 1 and then getting into Rahilda turn 2 is just wonderful. And Lair of the Hydra and Den of the Bugbear, getting those established is just extra, just cherry on top. Very beautiful. Hopefully they can be a little bit graceful. I don't want to see an Undercity Plunder. I never want to see an Undercity Plunder. That card is absolutely insane. Let's see what they got going on here. This is the cute little Christmas. You gotta love the sleeves. I mean, I'm just a sucker for sleeves, art, everything. I wish that Wizards did put a more like alternative art in the store, like that we couldn't get from like alternate art Galta or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Stuff like that, like or like a Tibble avatar. I'm still waiting on that Tibble avatar for the yeah that's what they're called. I can't even think of the avatar for Tibble. Like I don't have it and I missed out on it. Oh, it feels so bad. I'm just waiting to get that. So the Onycol Anvil, I don't think that they are going to sacrifice the anvil to itself. So I think they're just going to pass turn. They are... Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Rippo. You can do it. You're almost there. Do they... I don't even know if they have a timeout. So, I mean, are they just going to... Yeah, they're actually just going to time out, which is interesting. We're going for Den of the Bugbear. Let's just go for Rahilda immediately. Immediately, we're going to be sitting on a 3... This is not a new combo, but it's still pretty cool. We're going to be able to go into a 3/3, First Strike, Trample, and Vigilance for Rahilda, which is just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Not a new combo, though. The Tenacious Pup Rahilda combo has been out for quite some time. And, yeah, okay, so we got the Anvil out. Let's see if they can churn out something else. Rippo, Rippo, Rippo. Sanguine Brushstroke. Okay, so they're going to create a blood token. This is good. It's good for them. Good for them, bad for us. They're going to sacrifice the blood token. We're going to lose a life from the Brushstroke and get pinged from the Cult Anvil. Okay, so let's go for Roaring Earth. That's the first thing I want to do so that we can get the land drop ability here. Yep, let's go ahead and drop our Rockfall Vale. Let's just put it on the Rahilda. No need to get cute here. And we'll just go for the Artillery Enthusiast. We could have probably put it on the Pup to give them both Menace, but I don't think that's really necessary. We're gonna go for the Artillery Enthusiast here, and no need to discard the land. We could get another land. I guess if we wanted like another Den of the Bugbear or something, we could actually consider doing that, but that's not really worth it. So we'll say no, and we don't want to. We obviously want to keep the Thundering Raiju, so I'm gonna swing in here. This is gonna have Trample, so we are going to deal damage with the Rahilda. Perhaps we should have kept 1 mana up. Maybe, I mean, what do they have? Like, if we get like a Shambling Ghast or something along those lines, I guess I'll feel pretty dumb. Yeah. So we don't. So it didn't really matter. Kind of want to give our things haste or a menace rather. Anyway. We could have put a 1/1 counter on something else so that the Thundering Raiju deals a little bit more damage, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're still going to be able to do a lot of different damage here. The Blood Artist pops off. Okay. So we're going to take more ping damage here. Create a treasure token. As long as we can get just Trample going, I think that's just kind of like the biggest thing that we want to be establishing here. But we don't have Trample other than Rahilda, but the Thundering Raiju is going to be able to deal some more damage. But they can chump block that. Ooh, go blank. Okay, well, we're just going to have to do this. We're going to have to hope that we get into another land for Thundering Raiju. We're not going to keep the land or nothing, so. That is a relatively easy decision. If we don't get into a land, that's okay. Another Raiju or Toski or something would be pretty yucky. But it's going to be kind of hard to brick here. We do get a mountain. Whew. Alrighty here. Let's go ahead and drop this. Do we want to put it on the Artillery Enthusiast? We want to spread the love out a little bit here. So I guess we'll put this on... I guess we'll put it on the Enthusiast. Why not? That way they can't kill the Enthusiast. And this already has a 1/2, so they wouldn't be wanting to do that. And because all of these things have Menace, they have Menace now with the Artillery Enthusiast. We're going to drop the Thundering Raiju. And we'll probably put it on the Pup. I know it seems a little bit weird, but they can't kill the Thundering Raiju anyway. So if our lovely opponent would like to play the game, come on. I'm not usually a stickler on time, but they've been, I feel like I have a okay case to gripe here a little bit. Come on. Oh, they actually have one more timeout, so they can time this out one more time. But, you know, it is what it is. So, Roaring Earth, let's go for Thundering Raiju. Come on, baby. Alright, now we're going to be able to swing in with everything. I'm going to put it on the Pup just so we can get one extra damage off with this Raiju. This is brutal. They're going to take 3 damage here because the Thundering Raiju has 3 other modified creatures, which is really, really nice. And they can chump block. They can chump block, but I mean, we still have trample. The Blood Artist is going to be able to ping us off. Are they going to use the Cult Anvil? They are going to use the Cult Anvil. So we deal 1 damage, but that's not going to be that big of a deal. Let's see what we can get from the Rahilda. We get a Bloodchief's Thirst. The Bloodchief's Thirst next turn is going to be really, really cool to play. They've got to be feeling the pressure. Maybe Mythic Massacre still leaves our Rahilda alive. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. We got a Sanguine Brushstroke. We do have 2 Blood Artists now, but we still have 16 life. The 16 life is still going to be just a little bit too much to overcome, I believe. So they do get a lot of damage off here. Still think we're okay. We are okay. We're going to go for Kumano faces Kakkazan, which is great. We could go for Lair of the Hydra as well. We actually could make this just to get a little extra damage off. We could do that. I think we can do this. Let's go for Kumano. We can deal 1 damage this way. And then we could create Lair of the Hydra and just make it a 1/1. Okay, that's pretty cool. And I'm going to swing in here and then make Thundering Raiju, give it to the Hydra just for a little extra pepper. A little extra pepper on top. We'll deal 4 damage just because the Lair of the Hydra gives us an extra damage source here. And because these all have Menace, they all have Menace with the Artillery Enthusiast. I don't think they can, this is going to be lethal because they can double block here and we take it. Let's go. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Muru, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Let's see what we can make. Let's make something happen here. We got Den of the Bugbear. That's gonna be good enough. We're gonna have to just settle with that. Let's go ahead and fix up our hand here. Do we go for Roaring Earth or Rahilda? Let's go for Rahilda first. Always better to go for Rahilda. We get, ooh, I love these colors. So we got Undercity Plunder. That is going to be unfortunate. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of one of these Roaring Earths. We want to get rid of something else as well. Undercity Plunder is a brutal card. I mean, it's the best card in Alchemy right now, by far, in my opinion. The best standalone card, anyway. I guess we'll give them both these Roaring Earths. We're gonna go Rahilda and then Invigorating Hot Spring. So, yeah, we're gonna have to give them that. I think that's just gonna be how the cookie crumbles. Let's go for Rahilda. Hopefully we can make something happen with Rahilda. So that is a nasty. That's a mind rot for 2. I mean, wow. Wow, that is crazy. So this is pretty cool. It does go nighttime, which is really, really awesome. So they give us a free nighttime. Okay. I'm going to swing in. Before I do anything, drop the Hot Spring. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to swing in, see what we can get from them. And we're going to be able to get 2 cards here. So let's take number 1. Farewell. That doesn't help us at all. Oh. 2 farewells? Oh no. Okay, well, let's go ahead and drop this. I guess now we can go for Hot Spring, so we missed out on 2 damage here. Ouch. That's a big time ouchie. You know, maybe I got a little bit greedy. Maybe I was hoping for like an Undercity Plunder or like a Go Blank or something. I don't know what I was thinking, but the gamble does not pay off. We should have went for the extra 2 damage, is what it is. Doomstar's going to clear our Rahilda. Unfortunate, but such is life. Let's go for the Rockfall Vale. We go into a Thundering Raiju. We don't really have a powerful board here, but we still can make it a 4/4, make it a 5/5 with the ability. We're still doing some damage here. We still have a Den of the Bugbear as well, so we're still going to be able to pull out a lot of power. Hopefully they don't have another kill spell. Hopefully. Come on. Oh, I mean, at least they casted it for 5. That's going to be still pretty good here. We do have an Invigorating Hot Spring. I think I might want to use the Artillery Enthusiast to ditch this and then pray. We are running Kodama. So I think we're going to cast this and just hope that we get a Kodama. So, Artillery Enthusiast, come on. Fingers crossed, let's ditch this. Come on, Kodama of the West Tree. We get it, baby. We spike it. Let's get it going on here. So, Kodama of the West Tree, we got the Invigorating Hot Spring. We're going to go ahead and use this and give it haste. Now our Kodama is going to be able to swing in, deal 4 damage, and we get an extra land, which, you know, it's not, you know, we need something else other than land, but right now it's still pretty good. Usually you want to use it for the trample ability here, but the Artillery Enthusiast is really coming in strong here. If they don't have another Doomscar, which, I mean, we've already survived 2, go blank. That's actually not that bad. I had a land there. You can take my little silly land. That's okay with me. Oh, and we take it. Let's go, Enthusiast, for the win. Kill switch engaged, baby. Let's go. Oh, let's see. We still got Rahilda. Yeah, this is fine. It's not wonderful, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible though. We can go ahead and work with this. Okay, another Thundering Raiju. So we love Thundering Raiju. Absolutely amazing card in this deck. 3 of them in the opener. Little less than optimal, but I decided to keep it. So Lair Epicure is going to deal 1. Go into a blood token here. Okie dokie. We do get double Den of the Bugbear, so that's nice. Oh, double Rahilda. So we're just doubled up, double, triple, quadruple, everything up. Let's go in for Rahilda. We got another one if they kill it, so I guess that's good. But I'm gonna want to really get in here with the Rahilda. No trample or modification to the Rahilda, unfortunately. But we get to exile a non-land card. Honestly, usually that's good, but I kind of want to get into a land. So, let's see what we got going on here. This is probably what the Anvil deck. I would assume it's some sort of Anvil. Maybe I'm learning like the Sanguine Brushstroke. So there's the Anvil. There it is. They can go and pop off this blood token. Okay. Okay. This is what it is. And they actually don't use it on their turn. That is actually really weird to me. Why would you not use that on your turn? Okay, well, be that as it may. We're going to go for Rockfall Vale. Now, yeah, the Roaring Earth is unfortunate. We couldn't get into Roaring Earth because we didn't have the green. But I'm going to swing in here. I would assume they chump block. I don't understand why they didn't pop off the blood token on their turn, because that way they would get the 1/1. So they don't get an extra 1/1 out of this, but that's fine with me. I am actually just going to go for Upriser Renegade. Let's go. We are uprising with the Renegade. And next turn, if we get into a red source, we can go for Thundering Raiju. I think that's going to be better than going for the Roaring Earth, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it's just, you know, it is what it is. Let's see it, come on, what do we got? Papa needs a new pair of shoes. And this is going to be able to go a little bit crazy here with the blood tokens and the Onicone Anvil, but it's mitigated. It's mitigated for now. I would like to go into Roaring Earth, but that's not going to be enough. We're just going to go for the Rockfall Vale. We're going to drop our Thundering Raiju, and how thunderous it is. Let's go ahead and drop this. And I think the best target here, the Upriser Renegade is going to get +2/+0 for each other modified creature you control. So I'm going to swing in here, and let's go ahead and give it to the Rahilda, because this deals damage for other creatures. So Rahilda would be the best target here. So this is a 3/3. We're going to have 3 3/3s here with the Upriser Renegade, which is really cute. Now, I know that we take damage from the Blood Artist every time something dies, but, you know, it still is what it is. We're going to be able to get into... We got 2 more Thundering Raijus in our hand, and I was complaining about the Thundering Raiju earlier, but now it's looking pretty good. Now we're looking pretty good here. And these Thundering Raijus are going to be able to just keep pinging out other modified creatures. So if we get into Thundering Raiju, and this Thundering Raiju targets the other one, that's going to be 3 other modified creatures. Yeah, 3 other modified creatures that we can go into. But we still have to be careful about this ping damage. The ping damage is a little bit nerve-wracking here. We don't have... if we get into, like, Kodama can give all of our creatures... Trample! I can't think today. That's what it is. And... here we go for... No, it's still just going to be Thundering Raiju. That's just our best move here. Don't want to get cute with the Roaring Earth. I know we could... I still have my eyes on it, but we're just past that. We're going to swing in here. Look at how much pressure we're gonna put on with 3 modified creatures with the Uprising Renegade. Look at this. So we're gonna target each other. Boom, boom. We're gonna be able to do 3 damage with the Thundering Raiju, or 4 damage rather. because of 2 Raijus. And this is now a 7-3, so I would assume that they chump block this. I would hope. This is now a 7-3. We are uprising in here, baby. Let's get it. Let's see here. So they're going to be able to pop us off for some damage here. We still have 14 life, 13 now, down to 12. They can still pop off the blood token. I think we'll be okay. We're going to deal down to 5. Pop off one more time. And we're going to drop the Lair of the Hydra. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think that they're going to be able to have enough for lethal. And we're going to be able to have Thundering Raiju. I think just swinging in with Thundering Raiju is going to be enough. So they need to get another Sanguine Brushstroke. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they can't get rid of some Thundering Raijus here, I think we're going to be fine. Okay. They have 2 blood tokens that can pop off to deal 4 damage, which is still pretty scary here. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to drop our 3rd Thundering Raiju. Oh my goodness. Third Thundering Raiju. And they know it, and they know it. Holy crap. Good game. Eric MVBTT, how are we doing here? This is not like the best hand ever. Yeah, oof, I guess we'll keep it. Hopefully we're gonna need some help on the draw next turn. But we are on the play, so we can't be too cringy about it. Let's go and drop our Kumano. Gotta love the Kumano. One of the best 1-drop uncommons in a long time. Gotta say it. I mean, this card is very, very impressive for what it does. So we go against green. We're probably not going to be able to. We're guaranteed not going to be able to get into a 2-drop because these are going to come in tapped. So we got Kami of Bamboo Groves. We do get a Tenacious Pup that we're not going to be able to play, unfortunately. So that is just wickedly sad. Maybe we should have mulliganed. I don't know. I mean, it's close. Weaver of Harmony is going to make this Kami bigger, which is kind of scary. This Kami is going to help out this deck a lot, I feel like. So let's go for, I think we should go for Roaring Earth. Yeah, let's go for Roaring Earth over the Hot Spring, and then we can get into Tenacious Pup. I think I kind of like that a little bit more. So, Roaring Earth, Rockfall Vale, make the etching a little bit bigger, and then we can drop the Tenacious Pup. I think that's pretty good. We'll be able to swing in here. Don't think that they are going to block, and then we'll go for Tenacious Pup, gain a life, and then if we get another land, we can go into for Thundering Raiju, and if not, we'll go into the Hot Springs. Okay, so I think, you know, removal is pretty dangerous here. The Weaver of Harmony is going to be able to double tap some sort of activated ability, which if they have, like, just any sort of removal, like the Circle of Confinement. So Spirited Companion is still pretty bad, but it's better than removal. Removal would be a nightmare. So they're going to be able to draw 2 cards instead of 1 with the Weaver of Harmony. Yep, that's going to be what they do. Draw 2 cards. Pretty good move there. They're going to swing in. We're going to take that. Hopefully we can keep being aggressive here. We do get the Tenacious Pup, which is not good. Not very good here, unfortunately. But the Hot Spring at least makes us available to swing in with the Pup. So we're going to be able to swing in for 5. They don't have any positive blocks that they can use. Hopefully they're a little bit low on land. That would be really nice. Then we can get an opening in. They can break a little shell in their defenses. Find a hole in the armor. Whatever the heck you want to say. I would assume that they just take this. I mean, they could. They could if they wanted. Not take it, but I don't know. Seems a little strange to me if they would decide to do that. So Eric must be thinking here. Let's go ahead and fix up our hand here. Let's go ahead and slide you over. Want to get into this Thunder. The Thundering Raiju is a must in this deck. I mean, it is the powerhouse of this deck. So let's see. Come on now. Come on now, it can't be that hard of a decision. They go ahead and take it. Down to 11 they go. Hopefully they're down on land, because we're not sitting too pretty here. If they can miss land, we already missed out. We missed 1 land, they missed a land. Maybe this is just a landless game. Maybe we're just both going dry as the Sahara. What you thinking about here? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe they go for like what's like the best case scenario here? Maybe if they go for like Hollowed Haunting or something. I know that's not good long term, but short term, I mean, we have to kill them in the short term. We're not going to be able to survive a long term battle here. They're going to go with Circle of Confinement. We are running enchantment removal. I mean, it's not likely that we do, but they're going to be able to remove both of our creatures here. If we can get into a Boseiju, that could be one way that we could mitigate this. We just need our Thundering Raiju. I hate to say it, I think it's going to be full-blown. Please give me a Thundering Raiju. Lair of the Hydra is not going to be good enough. We're going to drop our Tenacious Pup. That way we can at least get a 1-1 counter on this thing. So Lair of the Hydra with Roaring Earth will do that. We'll use this. Now we got a 4-5 with haste. I mean, and then we also do have a Thundering Raiju next turn. So it's not the end of the world, not the beginning. We're just fingers crossed, no more removal. Removal is so mean. It's just so inconsiderate. Hopefully they got like a Showdown of the Scalds, something that's like more on the later end, because anything that's like right now is gonna just be something, okay, that's not bad. Spirited Companion is actually not that bad here. If they wanted to draw a card, at least they're using their mana up. I hate to say it, that's kind of good. That's kind of good for us. I don't care how many cards you have in your hand, I have to finish you off like right now. Like right now. So that is actually kind of one of the best moves that could have happened. It's much better than another Circle of Confinement. My turn. We get another Thundering Raiju. Okay, that's pretty good here. Let's drop our Thundering Raiju number 1. And this is going to be a 4-4, and I think this is coming in with Trample. These both have Trample and Vigilance. I am actually going to use this on the Thundering Raiju, and we can give another counter as well. So we're going to be able to do 1 damage just because of attacking. And I guess we'll give it to... let's give it to the Thundering Raiju. Why not? So we've got 10 damage here, and I think this is lethal. This is actually lethal here. Right, so we have Trample. They can only block out for 4, and we have 10 damage. So I think we... How did we sniff this out? How did we sniff this one out? Oh, I can't do math. I can't... Hey, never mind. I can't do math. We did 10 damage. They blocked out 6. So hey, just take what I just said and just erase it. Math is for blockers, and we were attacking, so that's what happened there. So Kami of Bamboo grows. I think we're still gonna get it as long as they don't have removal. I know they have lifelink, but this second Thundering Raiju is gonna be a little bit too much, right? Yeah, they swing. Yeah, I was about to say you can swing in. Be my guest. We get an Upriser Renegade, but it's just going to be better to go into the Thundering Raiju. So we're going to take it. Never mind, I can't do math. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Outsin, how are we doing here? This is actually low-key. Not low-key, it's pretty high-key a good hand. Because we do have, initially, I didn't see the Shatterskull Smashing. It does seem like a bad hand. We're going to be able to go for Kumano and then be able to go into Rahilda turn 2. And Rahilda will be modified this way. So that is very, very cool. Tenacious Pup. Okay, and hey, your Tenacious Pup is better than mine because it's foil. So kudos to you for that. I guess we can go ahead and drop this for green now that we have that. And Rahilda. Rahilda is just so beyond crazy here. First strike. It's a little bit better if you have Tenacious Pup for the 1-1. That's going to be a little bit better because it would have Trample, but it's still pretty good here. This is going to be a 2-2 Trample Vigilance, and okie dokie here. We got Den of the Bugbear. How do we want to play this out? We can go for, I think we're going to go for Roaring Earth and then play our land so that we can get a 1-1 counter. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Roaring Earth. And do we want to go for Rockfall Vale or do we want to just get out the Den of the Bugbear? I guess we'll put it on the Etching of Kumano. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The Den of the Bugbear won't be able to swing in until another couple turns anyway. So yeah, let's go for Rockfall Vale. Let's put it on the Etching, because this has first strike already. And they can't double block the Etching this way. So if we do this, it has first... Yeah, we'll just do that. So they're just going to go and chump block. This is going to go obliterated, and then it's going to go down there. Go to the Tenacious Pup, and we're sitting pretty good here. I would like to maybe get like a Toski or a Thundering Raiju to really put this hand over the top. But we're still sitting pretty good there. I can't really complain. We are doing pretty well. I don't know what they're going to do with the Stowaway. The Stowaway, are they going to... They are going to attack. Okay, I would think that maybe they use it as like maybe a blocker, but I don't know. I mean, they can't really like do any chump. It would just be chump blocking. Oh, so they get the Liberator out. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good card. Liberator's going to be able to get a land, so okay. But now, unfortunately for them, it does go nighttime here, and they just scoop, and that's just going to be it. We're back back at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and just gotta say, this deck was an absolute blast to play with. Absolutely love the modified artillery deck. I mean, I think I definitely prefer this deck over my last build. My last build was cool, but like I said, I cut out the Generous Visitor. Although we are running enchantments here with a Kumano, the Roaring Earth, and the Invigorating Hot Spring, I just feel like it was a little bit too slow, a little bit too, I don't know. I mean, it was like good, but I think this deck is genuinely better. The Toski, even though it didn't come up during any of my games that I'm recording today, unfortunately, Toski's really, really good. Just take my word on it. It's really, really good. We didn't get to showcase it, but absolutely love Toski in this deck. Tenacious Pup really works well. So I cut out the Snakeskin Veil and the Generous Visitor. I think those were really, really weak. Really glad that the actual Enthusiast got to come out. Getting rid of that Hot Spring for the Kodama of the West Tree pretty much swung us the game single-handedly. It was really that good. So Kodama of the West Tree, 2 thumbs up. Thundering Raiju, we already knew, so I think, constructively speaking, there is no removal in this deck, but the thing with removal is, I don't know, I think you don't really need it, because if you're going second versus, say like mono white or something, it's like, I hate to say it, if you're going second, like, you probably just lost anyway. I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but you know, that's the first thing. If you want to run removal of some sort other than the Shatterskull Smashing, which is our only point of removal, other than that, I think we're just going to be able to get bigger bodies out than them. So I don't know if removal is really necessary in this deck. I really don't. But other than that, go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps me out tremendously. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments. Just do something, because all the interaction really helps out the channel. I'm trying to grow this bad boy into the biggest it can be. But until then, I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan out.